Welcome to my channel, Dooney Addicts. It's Dooney Addict 615, and I am back to do a tag video. The tag was created by none other than our amazing tribe sister, Mono's Beauty, and the tag is Best Dooney and Bourke Handbag to Start Your Collection. Now, I'm gonna just kind of walk with me, right? So most of us, I take it, probably took the plunge or developed our interest in luxury handbags or more quality handbags sometime during our late 20s, many or most of us. And I don't know about you, but in my 20s, I was in grad school. I had a car payment. My student loans were kicking in from undergrad. I was building my first house, and I was making $55,000 a year with a quarterly bonus. And I was working the heck out of my budget. So making sure that all of those things were taken care of was my first priority. But of course, that didn't keep my eyes from wandering in the luxury quality handbag world, as I had made some purchases at that time, as probably all of us have at some point, that were not quality bags, that fell apart, the strap broke, the clasp didn't work, the button or the snap fell out, or the wear and tear just wasn't appropriate to continue carrying. So although my first Dooney and Bourke bag was a leather bag, which I know I've yet to share with you on this channel, I acknowledge that taking the plunge with a leather bag, particularly someone maybe in their 20s, maybe on a budget or with an income, with other things that are truly priorities, a first bag purchase of leather may not be realistic. To start the collections or to gift bags for my niece and my younger cousins as milestone gifts, I took the plunge and actually purchased Dooney canvas for them as their first bags, and smaller crossbodies in leather. Now, those were gifts, and what I will tell you is that those that have received gifts from me are still carrying those bags and have not spent their own money to purchase a quality or luxury handbag other than the one that I gifted them. So there are lots of different ways for you to start. I started with leather, but leather, if you're not sure, can be difficult to maintain. It can be, the cost of ownership can be scary if you, again, don't know the leather or how to care for it. And oftentimes, if you're on a budget, it can be difficult to maybe save for that kind of purchase if you're on a restricted adult income, right, where you have priorities. So when Mo created this tag, she tagged me as an OG, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. I guess I've gotten to the point where I've reached OG status, and it is both disheartening to realize that I am viewed in that light and both flattering at the same time. But I'll admit, this tag was difficult for me. And this past week, I actually reached out to Mo and we had a conversation about some other bag related and beauty related topics. And once we were kind of getting ready to wrap up our conversation, I shared with her that I was going to do the tag, but this was a difficult one for me because I didn't necessarily want to repeat a bag style or a bag collection that I'd already viewed on someone else's channel, but I also wanted it to be very thoughtful and that I wanted to be pretty representative of some of my early Dooney and Bourke purchases. So as I talked through the tag with her, I actually got a little bit of inspiration and decided on what I was going to recommend as a first bag to start your Dooney and Bourke collection. So as I get ready to share with you these bags, this is the reason that I am making this recommendation. The first is that the cost of ownership of these bags is pretty low. They're pretty low from a cost standpoint as it relates to Dooney and Bourke. They also are really low maintenance, easy wear. I have gifted these to my sister. She's worn hers out. I have had mine for years. You'll be able to see maybe a little bit of wear on some of the ones that I use most often. But they're pretty low maintenance, no fuss when it comes to weather. You don't have to worry about whether it's raining or sunshine or whether there's going to be snow flurries. These bags don't care anything about the weather. They are really workhorses. The next is they come in a variety of styles and a variety of colors. So I am going to recommend an actual collection or material for a first bag purchase because I acknowledge I'm a big bag carrier now, but I wasn't always. And I thought that if I'm going to make a recommendation for someone starting out, that it shouldn't necessarily be about a bag. Although I've really enjoyed seeing the first bag recommendations from my other tribe sisters, but I decided to take a little bit different approach. The next is this bag is again lightweight. It is budget friendly and it can go from casual to professional to recreational, all without you doing a whole lot of extra. And the bags that I am talking about, the collection that I am talking about, is none other than the original Dooney and Bourke nylon. The original Dooney and Bourke nylon, vibrant colors, a variety of styles, structure was amazing, and the nylon had this satin, silky, polished look to it that compares to no other nylon that Dooney has offered since. There is the original nylon, and then there is this woven, almost textured cabriolet, very thick nylon that they're offering in a lot of bags today, and that one is not my preference. But I'm going to show you the ones in my collection that I absolutely love, and hopefully with the lighting you'll be able to see why these are some of my best bags and why nylon is my recommendation for you to make your first purchase to start your Dooney collection. So the first bag, believe it or not, is none other than a color that often gets flack on my channel, and that is black. But this little black double pocket nylon hobo has been worn to death. This bag, although it is tiny, has a perfect shoulder drop. When my cell phone was smaller, it was perfect for work phone, personal phone. It was great for grab and go for something formal. I've taken it to dinner. It's been my movie bag. It's been my brunch bag. It's been my hang with my nephew bag. It's been my church go-to bag. It has just been perfect. I've worn it with everything from suits and sundresses to t-shirts and shorts. It is perfect. And this little bag has a hot pink lining, which didn't bother me actually when I first got it because it's not a bashful pink. It knows it's a true pink. And it has the old standard Dooney setup for the smaller bags with a zip and slip pocket on the front. And then on the back wall, it simply has a, it has the two slip pockets. They are not collared in leather on the front wall of the bag, but the back wall of the bag they are. It has an adjustable strap. I have never adjusted this strap. It arrived perfectly, and regardless of how my weight has fluctuated, this has always cleared my elbow test. It is a double strap. It does not slide off of my shoulder. It is amazing. And can you see the shine on this nylon. It is smooth, it is thick, and unlike some of the colors in the Wayfarer collection, you cannot see the lining through the OG Dooney nylon. Now, some of the Wayfarers, depending on the color of the nylon, it's a little bit thinner. The lining is that white with the stripe in it, and some of those bags you can actually see the lining through them, but with the original, not so much. So this one is one of the Dooney and Bourke. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you the top 3 that have had the most wear in my collection, and then just some others to help paint the picture that there are a variety of bags in the nylon collection that are amazing for starting a collection. So this one is kind of the little black bag for me from a nylon standpoint. The next one is the nylon bag that I first got and moved into, and I carried it from spring to summer into the fall, and it was amazing. Now, I will admit, at that point, I had a kind of heavy, odd looking carry. I wasn't using pouches, so the bottom of this bag sometimes would sag just a little. And this was actually the first bag that I started exploring bag organizers, because even as long as this bag has been in my collection, I did not like the saggy diaper bottom look on my bag. But this bag, again, passes the elbow test. Never adjusted the straps. This bag is called Valerie. She is in nylon, and she is in the color khaki. She is phenomenal. Double single straps. The black one had a double strap that was together. This one has 2 separate straps. It has the dog leash hangs tag. It has a zipper top, hot pink lining, tons and tons of organization and storage in the inside, and I could not get enough of this. Now, once I actually built more of my collection in leather, I kind of switched to nylon being more of a summer carry as opposed to a fall winter carry. Had absolutely nothing to do with the weather. It simply had to do with the fact that these are light, easy, on-the-go bags, and in the summertime when it is extremely hot, sometimes the last thing you want against you is another skin, right? Another hide. So oftentimes during the warmer weather months, I will ditch the leather and go to lighter, cooler, softer weight bags just to help eliminate some of that personal body heat and the aggravation that can sometimes come if your bag has become a little cumbersome as the day grows late. No outside pockets, no feet on the bottom, but Valerie is an amazing bag. The third bag nylon purchase that I lived in and had a really hard time moving out of, I blame on no one other than my tribe sister, Suz. What? Suz carried the double pocket sack in a gorgeous Kelly green during the Chicago meetup. Yes. And I fell in love with this carry and was not at peace until I moved into it. Bought it and moved into it. And then once I moved into it, I understood why it was the bag that she carried for our first meetup and why she loves it so much, because it was extremely difficult for me to move out of. And every time I move into this beauty with these amazing big pockets that my work phone now does fit into, I find myself having a hard time moving out. And I think it's because this is my big version of this. And this one, of course, has been tried and true over and over and over again. So to have a top leather handle option, crossbody strap option, big pockets that will accommodate my phone today, plus a huge interior that will allow me to carry all of the extras, plus any of the things that I need for travel. It will allow me the flexibility to switch shoulder straps. I just could not tear myself away from carrying this bag. So thank you, Suz, for putting this bag on my radar screen. And I'm so glad that I was able to get it in my favorite color, red. But I'm still on the hunt to purchase it in your favorite color, green. The next couple of bags that I picked up in nylon are none other than Erica. And I have Erica, I think, in 3 colors. I didn't pull all 3 of them out. But this navy one has been amazing as well. No issues with the shoulder drop. Have never had to adjust. And it has a nylon reinforced bottom, which Dooney was not doing when the Valerie bag was first released. So every time they do these bags, the original bags, at that time, they were making these little modifications that help to improve the overall collection and the durability. I've never had any wear on any of my nylon corners. I have not had any tears, any rips, any of those things. And this bag is probably almost as old as my nephew, and he's 17, about to be 18, just so that you know how long this bag has been around in my collection. It is nearly 17 years old. The beauty of these colors, they are rich. There's no color transfer. They do not fade. They are lightweight. You have leather trim options. So if you're undecided about the kinds of leathers or how they wear, and you're looking to take the dive into a luxury brand or bag or higher quality, but you don't want to go full leather, get a nylon bag that has an amazing leather trim, and then watch the wear on how your leather trim pieces age and whether or not they get water spots and whether or not they're going to patina, so that you can start learning a little bit more about the leather care and then make an educated decision about the kind of leather bag you'd like to introduce into your collection. Some of the details, even though this is a nylon bag, Dooney made the corner pieces. Again, this is an OG bag. It is in suede. The corner pieces are in suede. So even though suede is typically not a detail that you would find on nylon, it's usually full bags or the interior of the Florentine bag in green. I love the fact that they did a complementary color, and even though this is a shiny, gorgeous, thick nylon, there are some very nice leather details to complement all of the stitch work and the amazing leather strap. The next nylon bag is my Nylon Courtney. I purchased Courtney because I was working for a company where I had to be in company colors, a uniform, so to speak, and even professionals had to wear the uniform, and the company colors were blue or navy and yellow, and this one was perfect for travel. I was able to get in and out of it. I didn't have to worry about the weather. I was able to dump all of the stuff that I would accumulate during the week. It was perfect for the front seat of the car. It was great going through TSA, on the plane, under the seat, overhead bins. The strap was perfect with my clipper. It worked on the back of chairs. This was just an amazing one. So just so that you can kind of see, this is a little newer navy. This is the original navy, and this one does have a slightly truer blue hue. I'm hoping that you can see the difference between those. This is more of a midnight navy, and this is more of a true blue navy. The next couple of bags are in the vein of, you know, if you're looking for never full, but you don't have never full money, or you can't see yourself spending that kind of money. If you're looking for a tote, but you're not sure what size you want to go, with maybe you're thinking about a Russell, or maybe you're thinking about a leisure shopper. These Addison totes come in a couple of different sizes, and they work for travel, for baby bags, for beach bag, for weekend bag, for grab and go, for toss around. Amazing colors. This one is in purple, and this one I think is in the color spearmint. It's either spearmint or jade. I can't remember, and I don't see the paperwork in it, but it has a great shoulder drop. My only issue is that if you have a pretty heavy carry, these little leather straps don't do the weight distribution of a bag of either size any justice, and these can become very uncomfortable. So as you are thinking about making your first purchase, regardless of whether it's nylon, whether it's a leather bag, whether it's coated cotton, whether it's a different size bag, make sure that where possible, you take into consideration the shoulder drop, the shoulder length, the shoulder material, because that can really make or break a bag carry for most women. If the straps are uncomfortable, they're constantly falling off of your shoulder, the weight, it has them digging, you can't get your, you have to thread the bag up your shoulder to get it on your arm, versus it having a great shoulder drop so that you can do things one-handed. Those would be some of the things that I would recommend that you keep on your radar, even if nylon is not the way that you go. But this is the larger Addison tote, and this is the regular size in the color purple, and it is, again, true purple, vibrant. These bags can be steamed if the wrinkles bother you. I've never steamed mine, but what I will tell you is that once you start to put your items in and you're really using them, then the wrinkles kind of melt away and it smooths out, and I don't think that it will become a problem for you. The next one is, maybe you want nylon, but you still are a small bag carrier, then a fold over. They have prints in these bags. They have all different sizes. Again, the colors are so vibrant. The prints, they're lightweight, in and out of season. All of the different styles, for the most part, all of the different styles of Dooney bags have come in nylon, including Smith, including the satchels, including crossbodies and hobos. They just offer a variety, and they are so easy to maintain. They can be just as fun and playful as these two, or they can be as serious and as polished as the black one that I first showed you. And then the last two, I know most of the ones that I've shared with you have had maybe just the double front pockets, or maybe they don't have pockets at all. But these are a couple of other different styles. This is the Collins, and this is a Messenger. And the Messenger has an adjustable strap. I have it on the shortest one. I prefer using a web strap with this one because it's a big bag. It can get heavy, but it has amazing outside pockets that will also fit my larger smartphone. It has a double magnet. If there was anything I'd change about this bag, it's the double magnets, but I've never had problems with them. The hardware on Dooney is amazing compared to most other brands. And then it has a light khaki interior with plenty of organization, including a nylon key keeper, which all of these bags have, so that you can clip your ID, clip your keys, clip your mace, any of those things that you want to be able to know exactly where they are, and can reach into your bag at any time as long as your logo is out, and you will be able to reach right down into the side of your bag without looking and pull out that key leash. And then this bag, Collins, I've got I think 2 colors in Collins, maybe 3. This bag is amazing. It has both a front, amazing outside pocket and bright pink, I'm not bashful lining. And it has an amazing full-size back pocket that you can easily get cell phones into, your mask, any of those quick essentials, so that you can grab those without having to go into the interior of your bag. It has a great shoulder drop. Again, never had to adjust the shoulder drop. And the interior of the bag has the standard Dooney setup, great pop of lining, so that none of your items ever get lost on the inside of your bag. So those are not all of my nylon bags, but I wanted to really share with you that there is a ton of variety in the nylon collection. The maintenance, again, is low-key. The colors are amazing. The bag styles run the gamut with Dooney and Bourke, and the cost of purchase, whether you're buying it at retail from a Macy's, or, well, I guess Macy's is maybe a Belk, or Dillard's, or if you are purchasing directly from Dooney.com, ILD, or the outlets, typically the better prices are going to be on the nylon bags, and they make amazing starter bags for any collection. So let me know, do you have nylon bags in your collection? What do you think about nylon as a first Dooney and Bourke bag purchase to start a collection? Let's get the conversation started down below. Mo, thank you so very much for tagging me and challenging me, taking me outside of my comfort zone to think about my collection in a different way. I hope that this bag, this video was helpful for anyone considering either a first bag purchase or another bag purchase. I hope that the information that I provided to you was helpful. Please hit the thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.